The next myth is just because I'm good at something means I'm supposed to do it. And you may often become good at something because you've been told you need to improve a weakness that you have. And when you believe this myth, you may become distracted from living your purpose. Your focus might go to what someone told you to do in order to earn a living or to turn a previous weakness into a strength. And you might abandon the activities and desires that are alive inside of you. In some cases, you may have strengthened elements of your purpose in order to fit in or to please others. You may only need a small course correction to bring you back to the most powerful expression of your purpose. So explore the energies underlying the tasks that you've improved and turn your attention to the gift instead of the task. So the key to living your purpose is to always return to what you love doing.
The myth here, just because I'm good at something means I'm supposed to do it. Heck, I'm good at laundry. I am very good at laundry. I've done it my whole life. I'm good at dishes. I know how to do dishes, and I guarantee you when I wash dishes, the dishes come out clean every time. Does that mean that's my life purpose? No. Just because you're good at something does not mean it's your life purpose, okay? But I do want to get the laundry done, and I do want to get the dishes done because I want to live in my home that has some semblance of order, and I want to put clean clothes on. But we're talking about what the myths are to living your purpose, and very often we think that if we're good at something, if we're good at numbers, we have to be an accountant. If we're good at oil painting, that's the only kind of artistic, creative endeavor that we're supposed to do is work with oils. And very often our gifts are more to do with the underlying energy of that. So if you're an oil painter, but you're bored with that, just because you're good at it doesn't mean you have to stay with it. Go underneath. Go to the energy underneath and find a new way to express. Find a gift that plugs into your creativity, into your passions, and nurture those. Work with those. Allow yourself to explore, to practice. Take classes. Go hang out with other people that are doing those passions. And you'll find that those gifts will get stronger, that you in time will become good at those gifts, and you won't mistakenly think that something like doing the dishes or the laundry is your purpose just because you're good at it.
So the new truth is that my purpose can be expressed without any gifted ability. Within me, I can develop the skills needed to live my purpose. So shall we go on to talk about some lies?
Yeah, absolutely. Lies are one of the things I think that we all are so used to telling ourselves inside our head that we don't even know we're doing it anymore.
Well, let's talk about what a lie is for just a moment. It's a false statement made with deliberate intent to deceive. It's an intentional untruth, a falsehood, an inaccurate or false statement. So a lie is a false statement. And if you're like most of us, you lie to yourself a lot. You tell yourself various lies so you don't have to make a commitment to yourself, or so you don't have to put in the effort required to pursue your own happiness. When you can identify the lies that you've told yourself, you have the power to shift out of a fantasy that you will have what you want someday and into taking the actions necessary to create it now. So these lies that we're going to talk about now are very close in energy, and there's a very little differentiation between them. So listen carefully and see which ones really resonate with you. The first one is that nobody makes money being and you just fill in the blank with what that job is that you are doing right now. And this is the lie that you tell yourself when you believe the myth that you have to make money with your purpose. It's a lie. Bring your purpose into your life and acknowledge how you're living that now. And it might not look like you thought it would, and it might even take longer than you thought it would.
So I'd like to tell a story about my friend Sue, who was in college and taking art as her major. And she was a very gifted artist and a potter and loved doing it. It was a passion for her, and she loved being creative. And she got about halfway through her college life and kind of had this epiphany that she was never going to be able to make money as an artist. And so she went into, she changed her major and went to get a business degree and eventually went into banking. And she devoted the next 20 years of her life to being a banker and became a very successful banker and made a lot of money at it. And just left art and creative endeavors by the wayside. She just never really gave it another thought. She woke up, like many of us do, women especially, in their 40s, and her soul was dying. And she had another epiphany. If I don't quit banking, I'm going to die. I'm dying inside. And so within a few weeks, she quit her job and went back to being an artist full time. Now, is she making a full-time living as an artist? Not yet. Did she take the wrong path by giving up art and going into banking? I don't know. We can't second-guess the paths that we take in life, because certainly she has used all that business experience and her business degree and all the contacts that she made to now help her to be an artist and to make her living as an artist now. But what I'm suggesting is that at that point where she went into banking and gave up art was the point in which she abandoned her soul, her creativity, her purpose, so to speak. Because you can go into banking or whatever it is you want to do to make a living and to support your family and put a roof over your head. And if she had stayed up at night and on weekends, working on her creative self, developing her artistic abilities, really learning how to paint at a deeper level and bring her skill set up, and had continued to do that, her soul wouldn't have been dying. She would have continued to be an artist, and who knows, may have sold some paintings along the way and may have actually developed a career in art. I don't know which way it would have gone. I do know that by totally giving up her art and totally focusing on banking, she did abandon herself along the way, and she paid for that later. So let's learn from her. It's not that you have to choose one or the other. It's that you don't want to totally give up your purpose, even if you're pursuing a different career. Eventually, they may come together. Eventually, you may have to choose one or the other, but you don't ever have to give up your purpose. You don't ever have to give up your passions. Nurture them on the side, even if you're not working on them full time. What's your passion? What is your purpose? How can you express yourself creatively? Please continue to do that, even if you have a different job.